Welcome back, friends and fellow adventurers, for the 33rd campaign episode of Cocked, a real play RPG podcast. Everyone here is very excited to let our listeners know that the next few months there will be some exciting new content and events taking place with our podcast. Such as, we have a new one-shot that will be DM'd by Reggie. We have some new prequel episodes that will be released to Patreon members. And last but not least, we have a new cast member who will be joining our show. Now, last week, we left off as the party ran into what they have dubbed the Warden, and Katie had just cast Toll the Dead, and we were awaiting the outcome of the Warden's saving throw. Without further delay, let's get back into the action. I don't think there's any modifier that can save that, but let's see. No, he's got a +0 for wisdom, so even save, 0 for saving throw. I rolled a 4.
Cool.
Yep, that's tough.
You know what though? That's fitting because it is a construct, so it doesn't have like a brain. So
it takes. Well, this is not gonna be. I guess it's gonna be pointless damage. 5 necrotic damage.
That's what I was asking. Does it?
They should say
No,
on
it doesn't.
the creature's thing if it's like resistant
Right,
to.
resistant to necrotic. Let's see.
And if
here.
it doesn't, then yay. So we'll see.
It has some immunities.
Of course.
Necrotic is not one of them. So
But
how
it's
many points of damage did you do?
5.
It's not resistant either. It only has immunities. It doesn't have any resistances. You said 5 points of damage?
Yes.
250 to go.
Next time, if I hit it again, it gets
So-
1d12 because it's missing hit points.
So it has used about, we're going to say, again, I'm going to say it was about 10 feet from you and 10 feet from Agard when this all started. So it's used about 50 feet of its movement.
Okay.
And as you hit it,
Yeah.
Just the light starts to come back.
it stops.
Turns around.
It kind of stops. And it actually stays where it is and turns sideways and looks towards where it just got hit from. So it looks back at Katie. And then it turns its head and looks towards where it can hear the footsteps going towards.
Right.
And you feel like it is contemplating for a moment, and then it will end its turn there. And Agard, you are running away.
Mm-hmm.
You are about, I'd say, 50 feet from this.
Right.
Well, about 40 feet from it, actually. 'cause
So I'm
it moved
assuming
50,
I
so-
I heard the toll.
Yep. So, yeah. So this
church
bell
bells
echoes
Boom.
as you stop and turn around with your passive. Well, are you actually? I shouldn't say you turn around. What are you doing?
Well, if I hear that toll, because what Agar was trying to do was lure the thing away from them, and this toll, I understand, but we're not communicating because we're not
Right, yeah.
So here's this toll. He is going to. Does he hear the thing that stopped running? I'm assuming he probably heard/felt this big thing running behind him.
You could hear it running, and then you heard what sounds like grinding and crunching into stone as it kind of stops, and it stops its momentum and
Yeah.
comes to a halt, and you just hear that
Yeah.
as its feet dig in.
Okay. Am I next to a cell? Like,
Yes.
oh, wait, here's the thing. Hearing that, Agard's gonna stop and turn around really quick.
Okay. As you turn around, so we're going to say you were kind of in the middle of the hallway. You were
Right.
facing the end. The creature that you saw as you were running was on the left side.
Right.
As you, and it was probably about 20 feet back behind you. As you begin to turn, you see what looks like it's different than the metallic glow of green, but you see this green glint almost like emerald coming from one of the cells as you turn around. And now you can either stop and look at that cell, or you can turn all the way and look back at the construct.
Oh, he's looking back at the construct.
Okay.
He's not.
So-
I'm just wondering, Is there like an empty cell near me?
Yeah, so you catch
Or
that
in-
glint, and
okay.
there are some empty cells. None of
Right.
them are open, though. All of them are closed and sealed.
Right.
But there are some empty cells, yes.
Okay. So, but he wants to turn around and look at what the construct's doing.
Okay, so it has stopped in the middle. It hasn't committed to one way or the other yet, but you can tell that it has looked at you. At this point, it is looking back at Katie and Braca, and the axe is at the ready.
Right.
With your knowledge of Katie, you do feel like you know with that sound going off.
No,
that
she's never
she
done that spell before, though.
Oh, yeah, that is. I think
It's never successfully
that's
gone
true.
off before, yeah.
Okay, if it's never successfully gone off before, then yeah.
Right.
You just heard a bell and you see it stop in the middle.
Right. And I can see that it's looking.
At this point, its head is turned towards Katie
Right.
when your turn starts.
Agar's just going to yell out, "It's me you want." And wait to see if it turns back towards me. Or towards Agar.
You can... It does take a reaction to turn and look towards you, but you can't tell what it's still. The frame of it is still facing, like the cell wall. It hasn't. It's not committed. Its chest isn't turned one way or the other. Just the head is now turned to look at you as you speak to it.
Okay, but is there an empty cell like next to me? Mm-hmm. Agar wants to basically put his hand up on the bars, just so making contact with it. Am I feeling anything like?
What do you mean?
Like, is there like a force field too, or is it just the bar?
No, there's
It's
no
just-
force field.
Okay,
It's
I'm
just,
checking. Yeah, he just reaches his hand in there because he's got something in his head. He's gonna stand. Are you gonna stand there, or are you gonna come and get me?
We will wait till its turn to tell what it does because I'm going to roll for it.
Right, and I'm
depending on what happens.
And Agar is holding an action,
Okay.
so just so you know.
Okay. Yep. Hold your action.
Yep. You want me to tell you? What
Yeah. Go ahead and say what it is real quick.
Agar is going to wild shape into, spider, and get into that cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works. So he is, well, the construct is stopped, and it's actually facing the opposite side that that Pukk is on. That Braca was looking at it. That's on the right side as you entered.
Right.
The creature that you saw as you ran down was on the left side. It's facing that way that the creature was.
Right. So basically, to define the hold action, if he advances to me and gets right, I'd say within striking distance, basically, or
Yeah.
I'd say 10 feet from me,
Okay.
Agar is going to wild shape into spider, basically
And dart into.
dart into, and then if I can, because it doesn't cost an action or anything to do, immediately drop wild shape.
Okay.
So it's Agar in the cell.
Okay. You are, or Agard is holding his action.
Yep.
The construct is in between, almost dead center between Katie and Agard. Braca, you are up.
Brock is gonna turn to Katie. Are you going to charge forward and attack, or wait for it to come here?
Braca, shut up and just do the lock.
100% Katie. 100%. Braca, just shut up and do the lock.
No. No, sorry. Braca, I was just trying to distract it.
Nope.
Sorry. Braca, I was just trying.
Okay,
See, this is
hang
me.
on. Take a minute and get your chuckles out, and then let's do the Braca.
No, this is perfect. All right, Braca, I was trying to just distract him away from Agard. What do you mean?
Agard, I think, is trying to do the same thing.
Yeah. Have you ever played that game where someone in the middle wants something that you
No,
and
I had a
another
rough
friend
childhood.
has, and you like throw it back and forth to each other? We're gonna have to play the game now.
Braca's response to that was, "No, I had a rough childhood." Did you ever play Uno growing up? No, I had a rough childhood.
What about Yahtzee? Nope.
No,
Again,
pretty rough.
Not that one either.
We had half a Monopoly board.
We played musical chairs, though, but you hit each other with a chair.
From where I am, if I step in front of Katie, how far is Agar gonna be from me? Is he gonna be 100 feet away from me or more?
95 feet.
Dang it. I had something in mind, but I can't do it now. Okay,
Do you want
Brock.
me to throw you with the immovable rod?
No.
That way you can get a height advantage.
Brock is gonna go through his bag of holding and pull out the spell scroll of confusion.
I didn't know you had one
Yeah,
of
it's
those.
from those dead wizards.
Oh,
And if the thing starts to come towards us, okay, if I hold my action to use the spell scroll of confusion, does that consume the scroll or no? Because normally with like a spell, it consumes the spell slot, but since
I would
it's an
say no
item-
because you're holding, you're not reading the scroll. You have it ready to read, and so your action would be to read it. But I don't think scrolls disappear until you begin to read it. So if it never triggers you reading the scroll, I don't feel like the scroll would disappear.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think, Alex? I mean, I know normally spells would go off because you hold that spell, but
Yeah.
you would have to
His game.
read the scroll.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
totally
I think you're
kidding.
Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna play it.
I'll calm
Okay.
down.
Confusion doesn't say like if it's like a construct or if it can't be charmed, it can't be affected or anything like that either.
Cool.
Okay.
But yeah, Brock is gonna hold the confusion spell scroll if it starts to rapidly approach in our direction.
Okay.
Guys, it's like I came to play D&D or something.
Katie, you're up.
Yeah, I am.
My gosh. What was in that second Red Bull?
So wait, I'm not
It was
even.
spiked.
Wait, real quick. Brock, did you go in front of me? No. Okay.
No.
You were okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Brought to you by-
Unnecessary. Well, shit. I don't want to. The point of this was to. Oh my god.
And you heard, Agard yell out too, I'm assuming. So.
Yeah. To come to you. And I don't want to distract it from that initially. I want it to still keep going that direction, but then distract it not to keep going. Shoot. How far away is it from me right now?
It's about 50 feet from you. Its chest is facing the opposite side of the hallway that you're on,
Right.
and its head is looking towards Agard.
I want to slowly move 10 feet up towards it. Just slowly, so as not to distract it that I'm moving up.
Okay.
Just 10 feet though.
So you're about 40 feet from it now.
Just in case, I will. Just in case, since it's a cantrip, I'll blade ward myself.
Okay.
So that way I have some resistance to damage if it happens to come my way.
Okay. I'm going to roll for which way it goes. 1 through 10, it will continue to head towards Agard. 11 through 20, it will turn and head towards Katie and Braca. I rolled a 13.
Yeah, I figured.
So it is going to turn and begin to head towards Katie and Braca. It is going to move 40 feet.
How many feet can it move?
40.
I mean, it's a warden. It's a bad dude.
It gets up into Katie's grill.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Calm down. It's cool.
Does my confusion
I
go
got
off?
this.
So Katie's going to die.
You know what? Yes,
Oh,
it does.
yeah.
It's I don't know what the DC is for it.
It does start to head towards you. So it is going to get what's the range
90
on
feet.
confusion?
90 feet.
90 feet. When did you want it to go off?
So it's a 10-foot sphere. So, like, if I can cast it, like, in front of Katie, so it won't hit Katie, but hit the space, like, in front of Katie and the space that the warden's in.
We'll say that as it approached, when it got within 20 feet of Katie, you set it off. So that it goes off not necessarily right in front of Katie, but it's about 20 feet from Katie when it triggers. So go ahead, and what is the spell save for it? I think it's intelligence. So what is your
It's wisdom.
it's wisdom? So what is your wisdom spell save?
My wisdom?
Use your spell save.
Yeah, it's just your spell save because it's
15.
15.
Yeah, that's my save.
Nice. Oh, fuck. It has no pluses, so just tell us what the die says.
So I'm debating. I was debating before I rolled, but I didn't think it would matter. I'm debating giving it disadvantage because it has no idea that this spell is going off, and it has no idea Brock is there because it has only seen you and Katie. So
I wouldn't think the spell going off would have anything to do with it, but yeah, not knowing
that he was there would give it disadvantage, technically, correct?
I think it would, yeah.
Because it's just
Okay.
focusing on Agard and Katie.
So,
And it's dumb.
right, yeah. So,
What did you get the first time?
hang on.
All right.
I'm glad it was disadvantage. The first roll was a 19.
Okay.
The second one is a 2.
Okay. Cool.
So,
It explodes.
Okay. So
Exactly.
what are the effects?
an affected target can't take reactions and must roll a
make it up.
d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn.
So, it said it doesn't matter if it's
No, it
immune to charmed, correct?
does not matter.
Okay, because it is.
Wow.
So,
So wait, what was the rule?
Now, is this something that if we attack it, though, it's going to knock out of it?
At the end of each of its turns, an affected creature can make a wisdom save. If it succeeds, the effect ends. That's all it says.
and it's
So-
a minute, right? Is how long it lasts?
Concentration up to a minute.
Up to a minute.
Yeah.
So it has to roll for how it's going to
Yeah.
react, though?
Yeah.
Do you have to do that right now?
On its turn.
I'm gonna say yeah. So it triggered as it was moving towards you, and you see as this construct is moving, and it was moving at a good pace. Like it had turned and started to run towards Katie. It just looks like it just locks up. It just kind of freezes in place for a moment, and its head turns and looks at where Braca was, and looks back towards Katie and stays there for the rest of this turn. We're just going to say because that spell went off, it took the action from that turn of it to be able to save, because that was the original save. Agard, you're up.
All right. Hagar's trying to jerk around this thing. He obviously that action didn't happen. That's
Right.
Gonna happen. He is going to actually. How far is it from me now?
At this point, it's about 70 feet away from you.
He's going to back up. Let's say we'll go the whole movement, 30 feet,
Okay, so you're about
100 feet away, and cast Moonbeam
Oh,
right down on top of the thing.
I love
Wait, are you in
Moonbeam so
the
much.
cell still?
I didn't go into the cell. I was going to go
You
in the
didn't.
cell
Okay,
if it
gotcha.
if it got to me.
Gotcha.
I was going to jump in there really quick, but it didn't. So
Perfect.
yeah. So Moonbeam, he needs to do a con save.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Moonbeam.
With disadvantage because you're confused.
Right. Isn't that part of it?
I mean, if you wanted to be it,
Well, no, I'm legit
I'm
curious.
sorry. I thought it would.
no,
be.
it doesn't.
Oh,
it doesn't say
really?
anything
That's
like
weird.
that, no.
Okay. Cool.
So it's a con save.
Yes. 15.
He rolled an 18.
Okay. So you're going to take half as much damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2
Don't
d10.
get sick, guys. It's disgusting.
Does he get to make a save when he takes damage, or it's on his turn?
At the end of each of its turns.
At the end of each of its turns. Okay.
So it has to go a whole turn with the affected confusion action.
And I have to roll a d10 to determine what action it does.
Yeah.
Do you have the table up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I got an 8 and a 9. 17. Yeah. So 17 radiant damage.
So halved, so 8.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Half. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
As
radiant
you guys
damage,
just seen
though.
this shaft of light just from the
Yeah.
ceiling just microwave.
Shaft of light
motherfucker.
coming from you.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
That was your movement and action. Do you have
Yes.
anything you want to do with your bonus action, or do you not have anything?
I'm gonna yell out,
Or do you not have any?
"Let him come to me!" What do you guys do here?
Right.
Katie, you are up.
just wants all the glory.
The construct is locked in place. It was looking at you, and when it got hit with Moonbeam, it's going to use its reaction,
It can.
and its head turns. It's not going to do anything.
Oh, okay. I was
Its
gonna
head
say,
just turns
never
and
mind.
looks.
I thought it was
Look
gonna
at
do.
you,
I
like,
thought it was gonna
no.
do some legendary shit. Like no, it can't.
And I'm guessing now this place is
No.
lit up like Christmas.
Oh yeah,
that.
oh yeah. At this point,
Do we see
because-
anything different now though?
because
Since
of
it's lit up?
Moonbeam, it goes off. So, as you backed up, that green glint that you saw as you look over, just briefly out of the corner of your eye, and you cast Moonbeam, you see what looks like an emerald dragon,
The fuck?
and it looks like it is. It is. So it's not sitting there. It is pulled to the floor. And if you want to look closer, you can later. But it looks like it is pinned to the floor.
Did Alfred get like captured again, or is that just an
An
emerald
emerald
dragon?
dragon is pinned to the floor
Okay.
in a cell.
And you don't see it. Neither
Well,
does
no,
Braca,
that's
but-
fine. I'm just as a player.
And one of the small cells are like.
And you're
deeper.
about Agard is about 70 feet from the end of the hallway at this point too.
dragon?
Okay, good.
If we free this bitch, does that mean we got a dragon on our side? Two? Two dragons? I forgot about Alfred.
Braca's already warming up to Alfred, kind of. He overcame his fear of Alfred. He's gonna
Oh
have to
shit!
do
Don't
it.
look in the cell, Braca.
But, okay, can I just ask how big it is? I mean, in a cell?
It's small.
So it's a-
It is.
okay.
So it's a 10 foot by 10. It's a 10 foot by 10 foot cell.
Right, yeah, I got
So
you.
it
I didn't know maybe this one was bigger,
Right.
but
no, it is. So it is huge, right? It's 10 foot by 10 foot. Mm-hmm. It barely like can fit in this cell, but it
that's
is
large.
Or large, yeah. I'm
yeah.
sorry,
Gotcha,
large.
you're good.
And it is pulled down to the ground.
Well, actually,
No, he's right. Huge is 15 by 15. There you go.
I cast Frostfinger.
does that
With your
is that where the
passive,
fire's coming from?
with your passive perception though, with
No.
your 18 passive, you do see that there is something around its mouth.
Okay, gotcha.
Like a
Oh
muzzle.
no! I am gonna
And it,
cry.
but it's asleep.
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't look
Is it asleep now?
like you can see. Well, we'll see.
Here's a
I'm gonna
beam
let-
from heaven, like.
I'm gonna let this dragon out, thinking it's gonna be like all nice to us. It is probably not.
I mean, it's been locked in this cell for God knows how long. So
Oh no! Oh, it's hungry. Oh, never mind. We can't touch it.
I'm an appetizer. I mean,
I'll cast
Not
Goodberry.
even.
No.
cast good.
Bananas moose boosh.
Yeah, that's true. Just give him one berry, he'll be full. It's like elven bread.
there you go.
Katie, Agard had cast Moonbeam.
Yeah.
You see that come down on the construct, and the construct is still locked in place.
And it's 20 feet in front of me, right?
Yes, the construct is 20 feet away from you. Moonbeam is what?
So now I'm like blinded.
20 feet by
120.
20 feet, right?
No, it's 5 foot.
5 foot? Okay, so you just see this beam of
Oh, it's only 5.
moonlight come straight
5
down
feet,
on
but I
top
can do
of
it 120 feet away.
And you're standing there looking at it. Or Katie's standing there looking at it.
Okay, and I don't realize that Braca did confusion. Or I guess I would have heard you say the spell, huh?
You would have heard him say cast the spell and it trigger.
I didn't say what it does.
Right,
but,
right.
Like,
Yeah.
so I can't really be like, you can't react to anything.
You just Braca reads out the rules.
Like,
He is now.
let me pull up my book. Hang on. What are these types of effects?
What do these arcane glyphs mean?
Excuse me.
Calm down. My goodness.
I'm calm. Oh.
I don't want to do anything because I heard Agard say to allow it to come to him. I don't know that it's confused. But all I want... Can I see anything now? I know that he saw
You can
stuff.
see everything now.
Right. But like specifically, what do I see now? Should I make a roll for that or...
What are you looking for?
Around. Like, because I couldn't see
Yeah, I mean,
before.
I'm guessing they can also see a lot more.
Yeah, like
I mean,
in the
you
cells
can
that are
now
near
that
me.
there's light going off. If you want to make a perception check, you can kind of take a glance around.
Do I have advantage now since I can freaking see with the moonbeam light?
I wouldn't say.
Well, then I don't see shit because Katie's dumb.
No, she's not.
Really? Now we're gonna stick up for
I
Katie?
mean, she's naive, but
Yeah.
she's not dumb.
Well, she rolled a 6 for her perception.
That's
so
pretty
right
dumb.
now, yeah. Damn. I guess I'll hold my action. That if it comes towards me, What?
Katie had just like adjusted to the darkness as she started to glance around, and Agard's moonbeam comes in and just kind of blinds her for a second, and she's got to readjust.
right? Yeah, I'll just I guess hold my action. That if it starts coming towards me and Braca instead of going towards Agard, I'll cast Blade Ward on myself again. case.
How long does Blade Ward last for?
Just for a turn, but it's a cantrip, so I can just keep doing it. Just in case.
Braca, you're up.
Okay. Braca is going to... How far is Braca from Katie?
You're only like 10 feet.
You're like 10 feet.
Oh, okay. He's gonna cast Grease right underneath the construct.
Okay.
It's in a 10-foot cube, so I guess he'll make it so that if it spreads, or I'll make it like spread forward, not like backwards.
Okay.
You like
So the
that?
edge of it is towards Agard, and there's 5 feet of grease between Katie and the construct. Okay.
When the grease appears, each creature standing in the area must make a dex save or fall prone.
Okay.
It's a 15.
And he rolled a 13.
Okay.
So he falls prone.
Okay. Braca's gonna say, if you can rip its arm off, the keys. I need the keys.
Yeah, let's do that.
So it's his turn. I have to roll a d10, correct?
Yes.
This is exciting.
What's a 6?
The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Yes!
So as it falls prone, it lands on its back, and the arms kind of fall out on either side. And the face that was looking back at Agard is now face down. It says no actions, so I'm not even going to give it the movement of righting its head. Its face had turned around like owl style to look at Agard, because it doesn't have a neck. And so when it falls, what you saw as the face of it is straight down at the ground still. So
you said that the keys are like the key ring is embedded into its like
Rip it off.
essentially like the gauntlet, right? Or is it like one solid piece? Because I'd assume like how it like bends its elbows.
You'd have to get up on it to be able to do an investigation check on it.
Ew.
Agard, you're up.
Ew.
He needs to do a con saving throw.
Okay.
Don't be all happy and excited.
I rolled a 9 plus 1. Oh, wait. Nope, plus 1. So 10.
Okay, so he fails. So now he takes. That is.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Doesn't he have to? No, because you said no actions, right?
actions.
Because of the 6, so he doesn't get to save against it, does he?
Well, I mean, that's just like an automatic thing, right?
Yeah, that's part of the.
yeah.
I think that'd be. Well, no, wait.
Well,
Because isn't it an action to try to break out of stuff?
I don't think so.
Yeah, see, all it says here is.
Because it's an action at the end of your turn
right.
for him to break out of it, of confusion.
Okay, so he just takes the full.
Well, for him to break out of confusion, I don't even think he gets a chance to save against that, does he?
I mean, that's your call. Like, I don't know.
I'm going to say because it says takes no actions, he didn't get a chance to save against it this turn.
Yeah.
Because
in
technically
our
it's
favor,
your
stop
action to
arguing
break
it.
out. So
Yeah, I think he
So
exploded.
so Moonbeam, he fails. I mean, he failed anyway, so he got a chance to save that. But
Okay. Okay.
and this is the second round of confusion.
Right.
It's 1 minute, so
So
So then
8
I
more.
just need to roll the damage for.
Yep, roll your
Moonbeam.
damage for Moonbeam.
That is a 12 radiant damage.
12 radiant damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And Agard is going to start to advance on him.
Okay, are you just moving your full movement, your 30 feet?
Well, actually, I didn't have to do anything with Moonbeam because it stays on him. It's
Right.
a bonus action to move it. I didn't have to move it.
Nope.
So, yeah, Agard's going to double move towards it. So, 60 feet closer.
Okay, so you are now
right up on it.
40 feet
40
from
feet
him.
from the construct.
Right.
Yeah. Katie, you're up.
Just cooking this guy.
You're about 20 feet from the construct. It's fallen. It is on its back. Its arms are angled upward. And
Where's
its
the
head
axe?
is face down. Its axe is in its left hand.
It's
kind of
still-
sprawled out. It's still holding it, but
How long is that axe? Is it like a regular axe?
it's a regular axe.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a. Okay.
It is,
Then
but it's not a one-handed axe.
It's a great
It's
axe.
definitely a great axe. It's a definitely a two-handed
Like a-
axe to
yeah.
be swung, but
Gotcha.
it's
just strong enough to.
Then I'm just gonna
Oh, yeah.
avoid the grease and go right up to the.
You're able to get along
Right
the edge of the
arm.
grease. The way it fell, because it fell backwards, the right arm is on the edge where there's no grease. So
Okay.
you can get up to it. Roll an investigation check with advantage because it's prone.
I'm glad you gave me an advantage. Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, why is that a negative? 13.
Actually, are you trying to look at it or
Yeah, I was gonna
feel
look at
around where it is?
No, I was gonna look at it.
Okay, so if you're looking at it, it would be investigation. Because I was going to say if you're feeling around, it would be more sleight of hand
Yeah, no.
to
I'm
feel
not
it.
gonna feel it yet. I was gonna look
So
at it first.
looking at it, you see the indention, and you do see objects that look like they're in it, and it's almost like there's a key ring inside that indention.
Okay, so that was my action.
I'm going to say that was your bonus action because you're standing there looking at it. I don't like using actions for perceptions and stuff
So
like that.
then can I try to grab it then?
I'll say with your action, you can try to reach down and grab it.
What do I do?
Roll
Put my
a
hand down there?
roll a sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, shit. That's not gonna do anything. It's a 9.
Well, it's contested.
Question: It can't move.
Oh, disadvantage.
Right. That's why I was giving it disadvantage because it's confused and it can't move. So
They're still better.
7.
Oh!
That's,
Because it's not a save, it's a check against it. So he rolled a 7. It would have been a 9. It would have been meets it
plus
beats it
3.
still.
Plus 3. So what do I do?
So you're able to reach down. You see as it kind of twitches, and it's almost like it attempts to move the arm away, but it can't.
Uh-huh.
And as you reach in, you can get your finger inside the actual indention,
Oh.
and you're able to pull what looks like a key ring. And as you pull it free and you're looking at it,
Why do I think that this is still human
the
flesh?
the lights are the keys have a sigil on the head of the key that's glowing.
Okay. Oh, it's glow. Like I can see it glowing.
And as you pick it up, yep, they're glowing.
Huh. Okay. I have them. And
You've moved 20 feet to get there
Yeah,
to get
I know.
it.
I moved back 10 feet.
Okay, so Braca, you're about
Braca, I
15
got the
feet
keys.
away.
okay. I
And
would like.
you hear, as you say, Braca, you got the keys, you hear Pukk go, hurry, quick, get the keys, unlock it, unlock it, unlock it. And you can see he's like pointing at the lock.
Oh,
a
the
little
lock.
suspicious.
Okay.
And then
Unlock the,
it's
unlock the lock.
Braca, it's your turn. Katie is what you said, you moved 10 feet back, so about 15 feet from you.
Are you ever going to tell us about the dragon?
I mean, he's way down there. You can't.
Well,
really-
actually, it would be about 10 feet from you because
Okay.
she was 5 feet away, moved 20, and then moved back 10. So it would be 10 feet for you to get to her, and then
Okay.
Am I going to tell you about the dragon? Other shit's happening right now. I'm holding Moonbeam on this bitch.
I mean, it's a
you're-
dragon.
Oh, by the way, there's a dragon back there.
so
Yeah.
Just call me stupid? My God.
No, I called Katie stupid. Sorry, Reggie, please continue.
No.
Jess, come on.
Oh my.
Braca, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna meet Katie halfway and take the keys
Okay.
and walk back to Puk's
Katie says,
cell.
no.
So it takes you about 25 feet to get the keys and get back to the cell.
Okay. And I guess like remembering the sigils, go to the because you said that each of the keys have like a glowing sigil on them, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. He'll take the matching one, I guess.
Yep.
And put it in the keyhole for Pukk. So
It's a good idea.
And so as you hear the click, you can, what you see based on your knowledge of the arcane, and you could see that kind of tether between the lock and the top. It disappears for a moment, and the door opens, and the door opens inward, not outward, and Pukk kind of reaches around and slowly opens the door, and he's like, thank you.
do you need a weapon or anything? I assume you don't have any on you.
Not in the cell, but at the end of the hallway, there's an armory where they put all the weapons and all the stuff that they've taken from people and locked into the prison. All my stuff should be in there.
We'll take this for now. I'm just gonna hand him a dagger off my side.
Oh, okay. I was like, don't hand him the keys.
Yeah.
He's gonna take the dagger and be like, "Thank you." And
Are any more of your allies locked up, or are the rest of them dead?
No, they killed everybody but me.
Okay. Well, you go find your stuff and come back and help us kill this warden. I'm assuming that's what it is.
You're gonna have to come with me though, because the key, you have the keys. All the keys are there. We need those keys to open the armory.
Oh, okay.
Here, why don't? Hey, let's just the three of us. Come on, let's take off. Isn't that your friend down there?
Hmm?
And so he's gonna start to make his break down that way.
Does moving just hurt people if they pass through, or do you shoot?
Well, it's only 5 feet.
It's only
so-
5 feet, so it's not gonna. The three of
You can
us can
scoot
scoot.
around because it's 10 feet wide.
Oh, it's okay.
You guys begin to take off down the hallway.
I guess as we're going down,
Technically, we
Wait.
went out of order, but
I was going to say, I didn't agree yet.
no, technically you went before Braca did, and it should have been Braca before you, but that's fine. We're gonna keep it how it was.
Oh. I gotcha.
But we're gonna go to the construct's turn, so I'm gonna roll a d10.
get another 6.
Got a 7.
What does 7 do? Oh, creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within reach. I don't think anyone is in reach. If there is no creature
And he's
within its
prone.
reach, the creature does nothing this turn.
I was gonna say, yeah, he is prone, so he would have disadvantage to anybody that's near it because he hasn't had a chance to stand up. Does he get?
Yeah, he can still move.
Okay, so he will stand up and use half his movement to stand up. There's nobody within reach of him, but he could move to get somebody within reach.
I don't think that's what it said.
But he's got also
Right,
grease
that's what I'm
underneath him, so
asking.
Randomly determined within its reach. If there's no creature within its reach, it doesn't do anything.
Already.
Okay, so he stands up. He's still in the grease.
Yeah, so it has to make another dex save.
Now, does he do that this turn, or would it be at the beginning of his next turn?
With grease.
There is so much going on right now.
If it would
Yeah.
load.
You know what? People are like, grease is the most ridiculous spell, but it's phenomenal right now. So
I mean, in 2 situations that we used
Creature
it.
enters or ends its turn.
enters or ends its turn. Okay, well, he's ending his turn there. So what is it?
15.
Dex
Yeah.
doesn't pass.
He's prone again.
prone again.
He literally a saving throw. I rolled a 10, and it's +4. He rolled a 14
That's a +4.
To death?
I just
for
saving
saving throws. he has a
standing
+4.
up and all barrel chested.
No, he's a-
and then the
cartoonish.
the cartoon.
So he stands up, and the head turns back to face where Katie, Braca, and Pukk now stand.
Right.
And as he goes to take a step towards you, now it falls the opposite direction, is now face down.
I guess not do your wisdom save.
Oh yeah, for confusion.
Does it say anything about advantage or disadvantage while in confusion for that save? Before I roll it. Okay. That's not going to work. But you said wisdom?
Yes.
Wisdom save
Yes.
+0, and I rolled an 8.
Okay.
So it is still confused.
Still confused.
Still confused.
So this is the
still
third
prone.
turn.
This is the
still
third turn.
getting roasted.
7.
Agard, you are up.
I mean, I don't know why we were scared, guys. We got this.
Okay, so is it?
It didn't get to move, so it fell in Moonbeam.
But
it's
is
still
it?
in.
Is it? I know. Is it next to a cell?
He's in the middle of the hallway, so the hallway's 15 feet wide. So
Right.
yes, either side there's a cell within
cell?
5 feet of him.
Okay, so Agard's going to advance and probably get within 10 feet of it.
Okay.
Just because
Well, that's because you were 40 feet away, so you're
That's my movement.
30
Yeah, there
feet
you
of
go.
movement.
Yeah.
Yep, you're within 10. You're 10 feet away.
I did math.
Nice.
I did. The GM is just smart. Uh-oh. The coin coming to me.
No second coin went out, just for the record.
Will we say...
Get your thoughts together. It's okay. Take your time.
I'm assuming that Agard saw them get the keys.
Yes, because
Yeah.
you were within
And it's
40 feet of
wide
it,
as
and,
hell.
and it's
Fucking bright.
right
Right.
in the middle of the moonbeam.
Okay. Braca can you open the cell next to the warden?
Like, I guess shouting down the hallway, like, this one?
Next to where this dude's laying down on the ground.
Right. I guess Brock will look over real
Why are you
quick.
looking behind you?
Well, looking
He's
to-
in front
to-
of-
to his-
Wait, what?
Because you said the one right next to the warden, right?
Right, right.
We're right at the warden.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know you moved up there too. Okay. Yeah. So right next. Yeah. Let's get him in this.
Hang on.
Or not like
You're,
right.
you're not right
like
at the warden.
next,
Yeah,
but
you're
like
you're next to
close.
the cell with Pukk, so it's
Yeah.
about 20 feet
Yeah.
from you, from where you're at.
I guess looking up.
And then
to the
Katie
right,
is
yeah.
about 10 feet away because she was in between the two of you.
like now or
I mean, if we can open the door and then I can try to get him in if he's
Oh.
still incapacitated.
okay.
Raka, you are up.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. If you still up. Yeah, Moonbeam. Yep. Sorry.
that is another 12 radiant damage.
Nice. Ain't gotta do nothing.
Popcorn burn.
So getting like blasted with radiant damage, is this thing's armor looking like worn down at all?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like it's taking damage. Like, you can see damage, but it's not like...
It's not like it can like physically feel it or anything.
Right.
Just look above it. The health bar is like slowly.
Right. Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 70% of the way
Right,
full
yeah.
of health.
All right. Cool. That's it for me.
Raka, are you opening the door where there's grease or the door without grease?
You said that it's 10-foot hallway, right?
Well, it's 15 feet wide. So where you cast it, there is grease in the square in front of it. And then on the right side, there's 10 feet of grease right there before the cell. And then on the left side, there's no grease before the cell.
Are there cells on the left side? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought,
they're
So
on both
the
sides.
cells line the walls.
right.
And they're kind of adjacent from each other.
Oh. Brock is just gonna shout, this one or that one? Just the left or right one. Next
Is
to
there
the-
one that's closer?
He's in the middle.
Yeah.
One
it
does.
It
one-
does not matter.
One does have grease. That might make it easier if he's still prone. That
Oh,
you
one
push
has
him.
grease in it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like in front of the door.
So this one? Okay. Brock will... He's gonna tell Pukk to take the axe from the warden and throw it in another cell that's closed already. And then he's gonna unlock the door to a cell.
Okay.
And let Agard handle the rest, I guess. And then just start going down the hallway again.
So as you move, go ahead and make a dexterity check
Okay.
for the grease.
Checker's save. It's a save.
Oh, it's a save. Then it's save. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I got a nat one.
No.
So as you're running, you hit that square. You were, let's see here. You were 20 feet from the beginning of the grease. So as you're running, you have momentum. The first square you hit, you slip and you slide and you continue to slide until you're basically at the edge of the grease, but you're still in the grease. And you're right at the lock, but laying prone to where the cell door is.
Okay.
Seeing this, do you have anything else you want to do for the rest of your turn? Because that's all your normal movement to get there.
Okay. Brock can't reach up it. It's too high to
Right.
unlock it. Let me see if he has any bonus actions. Bonus actions. Nah, that's all Brock can do.
Okay.
Did Pukk do anything with the warden's axe?
So seeing you fall and slide, Pukk had just stepped outside of the cell door. Brock and Pukk were standing next to each other. Pukk takes off running, and as he does, he looks at Katie, and he goes, "You, get the axe!" and takes off running towards the individual that just saved him and opened the door, and hits the grease. 23, so he gets there, he slides across and gets to where he stops right at Braca and grabs the keys from you and unlocks the cell door and pushes it open inward and then reaches down with his bonus action to begin to help you up. So you will have help getting up, so you won't have to use half your movement. You'll only use like a third of the movement. So rather than 15 feet, you'll have 20 feet to move. Once you stand up, he'll use the help action with his bonus action. And then, Katie, it is your turn. Pukk and Braca are standing. Pukk is closer to you, still in the... Well, actually, we'll say he slid across, opened the door, and was able to step outside of the grease to help you up. And then Katie, so Pukk is on the other side where there's no grease. Reaching down, you see him to help Braca up, and the cell door is open.
I guess I go to get the axe.
Where you're at, you're able to get around to where you can grab the axe across its body without going in the grease.
Cool.
So you are able to reach down and grab the axe and pull it up. Make a strength check.
Yes, bitches. Strength, you say? 18.
Okay. I did a contested with disadvantage because he's prone, and he rolled a 4 and has a total of 7.
I'll do it.
So you are able to pry the axe free. Now you have an axe. You have to use both hands to hold it. It is very heavy.
Yeah.
But you are able to pull it free from him.
Yeah.
You have used about 15 feet of movement at this point to get around to the side of him and pull the axe out of his hands. So you have, I think you have 30 feet of movement, right? Mm-hmm. So you have another 15 feet you can move.
But Braca and Pukk are in the way of the door.
The cell door. Well, Braca's in the way of the cell door.
Right.
Pukk is out of the way, but reaching down to help Braca up.
Okay, so then I guess I'll just move 15 feet towards the direction that Agard was originally going. Because he's a coward. No, I'm kidding.
Doesn't bother me.
Because it's not the case. No.
So you move 15 feet towards...
Oh my God.
So, as you start headed towards Agard, where you stop with your movement is at the cell that looks like there is a human inside of it, to your left.
It was an action to pick up the weapon, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to try to use the axe on the lock in there because I see a human that needs help. But I won't because I already used my action. So I'll just...
Okay, so before we get to the construct, you just hear, "Oh, hey, can you get me out too?" And you hear as he says it and starts to approach the cell door. Mm-hmm.
What does he look like?
He is bare-chested. He has what looks like a piece of cloth tied around one arm. He has what looks like a belt around, I want to say a skirt, but like, I guess it kind of is. It's what the Romans used to wear.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? More of like a skirt type of thing. And as you look, you can see what looks like a chain belt around the left leg. And as you look closely, you can see metal rings on it, and it looks like spikes that are going into the skin.
Like a shackle.
Mm-hmm. And then the construct is up.
And he looks human?
Mm-hmm. He looks human.
We can just leave. No, I'm kidding.
The construct is up, so I have to roll a d10, right, first?
Mm-hmm.
What's a 10?
Ooh.
Creature action moves normally.
Oh, shit.
So he stands up,
Oh, God damn it.
uses half his movement. Mm-hmm. This is where we're going to end this week's episode, as Katie has taken the axe from the Warden and began to make her way towards Agard, while Pukk had slid across the grease to assist Braca in opening the cell door. The construct has finally been able to stand up, but it is still standing in the grease. Thank you, friends and fellow adventurers, for coming along with us on this campaign. Everyone here at Cocked really appreciates you tuning in, and the feedback we've received about the show has been overwhelmingly positive. In the next couple months, we have some exciting new things happening here at Cocked, a Real Play RPG podcast. Stay up to date with all of our shenanigans by following us on Instagram. The links for our show and the cast are in the episode description down below. We will be having another one-shot hosted by Reggie, who plays Braca, and our characters are all level 20, which I'm super excited for. Next, we have some prequel episodes that will be released for our Patreon members, which, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon member, check out the episode description for the link to our Patreon. Any funds received in this manner go towards enhancing our show. We will also have a new member joining our cast in the next few months. Stay tuned, as a lot of exciting things are happening here, and of course, tune in next week to see if the party's plan works to trap the Warden in a cell, or if the confusion wears off and he's able to fight through the grease. Raka, you are up.
Okay.
There's no use of that, sir. No yawning. Ooh, okay. Been trying to get this long.
Really?
Cast sleep on myself.
Hey, look.
I fought the first one off, and then you said yawn again, and it triggered my
Oh, sorry.
yawn.
Can you give me my second Red Bull? Yeah. Well, because they're tiny. I usually have a big one.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
All y'all are just disgusting. This is
I
a
didn't
family show.
This is a
all right?
family explicit show.
Gosh. Fucking weirdos.
Whoa. What's that F-bomb?
Well,
You almost threw it at
That's all
me.
I got.